Yo, what's up? Eric here with the squat add-on module for the hip flexibility solution. And this routine is to be used before you're squatting. So if you're gonna do some back squats, some front squats, Olympic lifts, it's a great little routine to really open up those hips so you can get down and nice and low and come out of the hole with power. Okay, so you can get as deep as you can for your current ability, so it maximizes your current ability and works to build your current ability. So do this routine every day and you're gonna find that the depth to which you can squat is going to be much deeper very quickly. So after a matter of 2, 3, 4 weeks of doing just this routine every day, your squat is gonna be nice and low. You're gonna be surprised at how good it feels to get down into the bottom of the squat, okay? So that being said, let's get started. The first exercise is actually the BJJ quad stretch, okay? So what happens here, the reason why I like the BJJ quad stretch here is to get the hip flexors stretched out, the rec fem and the psoas, okay? Because those, if they're not mobilized, they can get all bunched up and lock you in the front of the hips when you're at the bottom of the squat. So with this exercise, you're down, foot's flat, opposite hand's on the ground behind you. You're gonna drive your knee to the ground, squeeze your glute, and come back. So you're getting activation of the glute as well, which is important because here you're at the bottom. This is like the bottom range of the squat in terms of knee flexion. You're getting that glute activated there. It's telling you, teaching your body to be able to use your glutes when your knees are flexed, which is what it looks like down here. See, this is the bottom of a squat. This is the glute squeeze to make sure the glutes are working. So you do 6 to 10 reps per side for here, okay? When you're done, you move on to the deep squat exploration. So for this, some people might need to hold on to like a power rack or something, chair, whatever it may be. But if you don't need to do that, if you can get down deep into the squat like this and drop your heels right down, you're just gonna explore. So I'm just gonna move around for like 1 to 2 minutes. Internal rotation, driving the knee in, out, both sides. So you're just exploring, have some fun, move around. Work with the shoulders down and back, raising the arms up, okay? Rocking. These are all different movements that you can do to explore the squat position. Do the twist, okay? Pushing the knees out, a little bit of bouncing, pulling the knees in, driving out one leg at a time, with the opposite hand. Okay, lots of exploration in this position. We can do the part of the stability squat movements, rotating up, okay? Hands back, circling the legs. Do all this stuff, try it all. You know, follow along with this video, try all these different movements. We're just trying to get this deep squat position, the hip joint, worked out so that the hip is comfortable down low here. So rotating back and forth. So I'm doing like falling into a push-up and then pushing myself back up. Different widths for my feet. Turning my feet in a little bit. Rolling side to side. Onto the sides of my feet. Okay. Rotating around like a circle. So there's lots of different things you can do to explore this position and really work this deep squat position so your body's comfortable here. So you're creating that room, that space, so when you get into neutral is nothing because you're creating all this other space around that hip joint in this deep squat position by doing these funky little movements. Kicking the leg out. Playing around, okay? That's why it's called deep squat exploration. There's no set routine. Have some fun with it. Then you move on to the dead bug. And the dead bug is gonna get this contralateral arm to leg, hand to knee, to be more precise. You're gonna activate, you're gonna squeeze for 2 seconds and then switch. Squeeze for 2 seconds and switch, all right? So this is gonna activate this cross stabilization through the core and it's gonna activate the core specifically. Because we need the core on and working when you're squatting. Breathing naturally. You Now, one thing to pay attention, don't tense up the ankle. There's no need. We want to only work the muscles that we should be working. Okay, 2-second hold, anywhere from 6 to 10 reps per side. All right, then you're getting up into the 1.5 stiff leg deadlift. So this movement we do in a lot of different routines. But this one, because we need the hamstrings mobilized, this is the best way to get those hammies mobilized so that they're not pulling you under when you're at the bottom of a squat. So they're not pulling the pelvis under and you're rounded like that, but you're able to stick the ass out and get right into that squat so the hamstrings aren't too tight. Okay, so 1.5 stiff leg deadlift, 1.5 leg stiff leg deadlift. Get your opposite leg back a little bit and to the outside. Most of my weight is up front here on the heel and the ball of my foot. Good posture, shoulders back, hip hinge. Come back up. Don't know what I was thinking when I paused there. Hip hinge, squeeze the glutes to come back up. So your glutes, you want to even keep your glutes on the way down so they control that eccentric motion as you're going down. So it's that eccentric motion of the glutes. So your glutes are working the whole time, not just from the bottom up. Okay, both sides, 6 to 10 reps per side. Pure hip hinge, remember. One thing you can do to make sure that you don't round is keep your hands up here. So it forces you to pull your shoulder blades back, and it might cut your range of motion a little bit because now you're not cheating at all because your spine is in full extension, nice and tall. Okay, 1.5 leg stiff leg deadlift. Next up, some fun stuff. We got the Spider-Man crawl. So the Spider-Man crawl, you can do the Spider-Man crawl or you can do a straight groiner. So the groiner, Spider-Man crawl is more fun. Let me show you the groiner first because it's a little bit easier. So give you a better angle. How about that? Okay, hands are close together. Good posture, shoulder blades down and back. Hips aren't sagging. I'm nice and straight like a plank. Chin is tucked. Groiner, bring that knee up to your elbow to the outside and just switch sides. So what you want to do here is don't throw your leg up, okay? Because you're not getting any control there. You want to control that muscle, activate, and work your full range of motion, okay? So you're going slow under control, lifting the leg. You're controlling the movement the whole way. Breathing naturally the whole time, okay? So that's the groiner. If you're doing that, you do 6 to 10 reps per side, or you can do the Spider-Man crawl. So Spider-Man crawl, get into push-up position, and opposite leg and arm go forward, like so. And then go backwards. Keeping the eyes up. This is a movement that the original strength guys, if you heard of them, Jeff Newport and Tim Anderson, are really big on. They love this movement, and for good reason. It's activating the core, shoulder girdle, opening up the hips, working the muscles in the lower body as well, and postural muscles. So big bang for your buck for the Spider-Man crawl. And finally, even if you're not doing front squats, do the front squat type movement pattern by doing goblet squats. So got a kettlebell here. This just helps you to groove that good posture because this wants to pull you forward, activates the core, turn you on in the front of your body, as well as helps you to get down deep, right down low. So remember to drive those knees out, keeping that posture up, shoulder blades back. Inhale down, exhale on the way up. One tip, if you want to make sure you're really tall, do that in front of a wall. So get right in front of the wall here. I don't know if you can see this, but I'll go back here. You should be able to see it. Closer your toes go to the wall, the harder this is going to be. Keep that kettlebell in tight. Get down. Okay. So that forces you to stay nice and tall. Go up and down in front of that wall. All right? So there you have the squat routine. That's gonna, man, I feel like squatting right now, just getting down, exploding. I feel so loose. That's gonna loosen you right up. You're gonna feel great. You're gonna squat more weight, get better gains in your strength, in your power, muscle mass, whatever it is you want, or if you just wanna feel better. You want your hips to feel nice and loose so you can get down just like every baby in the world can get down like this. So it's time to reclaim that movement. And if you do reclaim that movement and get down like you never were able to before, you just got yourself a little bit younger. You're reclaiming your youth. All right, this is how we do it. There's no magic skin cream or anything that's going to reclaim our youth for us. It's movement and restoring movement ability that we all are born with and we all deserve to have until we're very old. Okay, so do it up. Let me know how it goes, and I will talk to you soon.